Hello, everybody. Here we are again, and I'm here again to keep on talking about how we could use principles to bring about growth and development. Now, I'm going to be talking about the principle of. I keep on talking. This is my third session where I'm talking about the principle of love. How do we use love, just one principle, to bring about growth and development, and even civilization to any nation? The principle of love, just using love to bring about growth, development, and even prosperity. So they have given you some points. The first time, the first series, the second one, and now the third one. Now, what the point I'm going to, the aspect of love I'm going to talk about, how we could use love to bring about growth and development, is that we must teach our people, we must teach our country fellow men to respect the right of properties, or the right to properties of every individual citizen. If there is no respect for properties in any country, there will be no investment in that country. If I know that I'm living in Europe, but I want to come up home, I want to come home with an investment like I did 2000 and something, they told me, everybody began to tell me, come and invest something, come and invest something. So I took $500,000 and I just decided to do, not for myself, but I decided to do what they call microfinance banking. And to just help people. I just wanted to give something back to my country. So somebody told me, okay, we would put some money there together as well, and and we'll be able to be giving credit or microcredit, some small loans to poor women in the village and mechanics and things like that. And so I gave $500,000. 1 year later, you know what happened. You know what happened. They came back to me with a lot of stories. And of course, maybe there were some reasons for it. The economy went down and something. But up to today, you think I got $1 back from my $500,000? You think I got $1 back? Well, not as much as $1, maybe 1 cent. Not even as much as 1 cent, okay? Everything just went down the deal. But what happens is, if you cannot secure other people's properties, and this is not just the assignment of the government. Yes, the government has something to do about this, because this is about love. The greatest security to people's properties is not going to come from fear of police or fear of love, or of law. The greatest security to people's properties that we could really have in Africa or in any other country whatsoever is love. If we're motivated by fear, we will always keep on increasing the police force. We will always keep on increasing the judges and the courts, because fear, yes, people could be held back by fear, but they will keep on breaking the law. They will keep on breaking it. We'll keep on having more and more criminals that we have to fight against. But if at the bottom of our care is love, that you just know and understand the need to respect other people's rights to properties and other people's belongings, and that because your own belongings are going to be squandered as well, because your own property, you are going to suffer as a result, because if you don't give room, or if you steal or you vandalize other people's properties, then the whole country is going to be poor. Why is the whole country going to be poor? Because right now, I'm no more in a hurry to bring any investment. And you think I'm the only one that has suffered? I think many other people have suffered. So by the time that news gets around that your properties are not safe, and even if you send money to your relatives and to your family members, that they find a way to rip you off. And so there is no trust, and because there is no love. And because there is no trust and there is no love, there is no respect for my right and for my properties. You know what? I keep it to myself. Or I take my wealth or my investment to a place where I could be sure that nobody will give me headache. That there is so much saturation of love in the atmosphere, not just because of the law, but because of the understanding of love, which is expressed in respect for human properties or respect for other people's substances, that I will not have to worry about it. I will not have to lose sleep about it. That's why all our people who make money, they want to get their money out of our country and out of our continent and take it to those places, those societies where love has been entrenched in the system of the whole country, that even the citizens of the country, they don't even know it's called love. But they know it is respect, and they know these things are not done. They might not even know how it came about and what principle, what it informs it for countries to function like this. They just know that nobody will ever touch your thing. Nobody will ever, but because it is the principle of love. You love your neighbor's properties by respecting your neighbor's properties. You love your neighbor and you love him so much that it will never even cross your mind to go and touch his property. But if you do touch his property, there is, of course, you have to answer before the law. There is a consequence to that. But what I'm saying that, but before we begin to push law and put punishment, we need to educate the whole nation. We need to put a whole, penetration of media and, social systems and food soldiers and NGOs that will propagate the superior mindset and the superiority and the advantages of honoring your neighbor. And when you honor your neighbor, you don't just honor him when he's there in your presence and you smile at him and you say, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. No, but you defend his property. You look after his belongings, even when he's not there to say thank you to you. So it is love that could only make a people to look after a neighbor's property without even gaining from it, or without that neighbor even knowing that you are doing that for him. It is only genuine understanding of love. Because when you do it for somebody, another person will do it for you. Then you will be able to live in peace as well. Because you know that everybody else will do that for you. You know, one of the things that really surprised me when I used to go to Germany and Europe is that they don't lock their doors. There are no locks. There are locks, but they don't lock them. I mean, they go to bed, they don't lock the rooms. And then the cars, they don't lock the cars. Then we had a lot of Arabs coming in. And then a lot of, some people coming from all over the world. Everybody started locking everything. Because people are coming from other cultures where they've not been taught to express love, but through respect and honor of other people's properties. So when you just see, it's one thing, because when you have that, in those countries, for example, where there is love and there is, respect and honor for your properties, even if they don't have raw materials, even if they don't have mineral resources, because of the security and because of the sense of acceptance and love that is there, every other person from all those other countries where they don't have that sense of security and acceptance, where they don't have love as part of their culture, they will be taking their wealth where they have raw materials, where they have mineral resources. They will be running from there and coming to Europe where they don't have raw materials and mineral resources, but where they have peace, tranquility, security of properties, and because they know that their things will be secured here. So that's why Europe will always keep on getting richer, because the poor nations, they are poor not because they don't have natural resources. In fact, those poor nations have more natural resources, but they are taking them from there because they are not safe over there, because their properties are not safe and their lives are not safe, and they are not at peace for whatever they own. So they would rather take all the wealth that they have over there in Africa and take them over here to Europe, and then Europe will become richer and will always become poorer, and we'll be wondering why. It's because of value system. Because love has not become a part of our culture. Our government, and when I look at the government in Nigeria and Africa in general, I bleed, because people don't seem to know the principles that bring about national development. People are always talking about statistics. They're always talking about policies. They're always talking about laws and things that are not based on principles and values. People don't know that the greatest ingredient to growing a nation, the greatest factors are value systems. Value system like love is more powerful than mineral resources. When you have the principles of love, that's what I just proved to you. Like in Europe, they have that entrenched in the minds of the people. Even not just in the mind of the people, but in the subconscious mind of the people and in the structures of the land. And the laws are built on that. That's why the people who don't have those things in those countries and have wealth, they will be bringing them here. So those countries where there is love and security of property, they will always be secured. So, but also, just like there is going to be respect for security of properties, that the same way there must be respect for security of individuals. So, for example, in America, I was visiting with some people the other day, one time, and these were Russians that were communists, and they are so angry at the Americans. I said, why are you so angry at them? They said, because they are always spying on you. They are like, they remind us of the communists when everybody has to spy on everybody. But I said, but in America, nobody tells them to spy on you. I said, what do you mean? He said, because I was, driving rough the other day. I was running to work, and I, broke the law, the traffic light law, and nobody was there, and there was no camera there. But I didn't know how they got me. And then I discovered that they got me because there were some cars coming behind me, and those cars called to the police and give my number, the number of my car, and then they got me. Now I cannot do that anymore. I cannot even if there are no cameras and there are no police, I better don't violate the law anymore, because these Americans are so bad, they are like spies. I said no, because they know that if they allow you to go scot-free, you are rushing, nobody knows you are rushing, but the other person is driving normally, and you go and wreck his life. You are not just the only one going to die, but an innocent person is going to die there. So because the person loves you so much, but even if you don't want him to love you, he loves the neighbor you are going to wreck. And he loves the other person in the other car that is going to school or taking the wife somewhere, that so much that he will not allow you to kill the neighbor for him. Even people he doesn't know. And he would like for you to also defend his interest next time if a danger could come. That's why these things are done. And you are saying they are evil because they are spying. No, it is not spying, it is truth. It is the principle of truth and love that is operational. So if we have those if that is because the country has been informed, that is because the nation is educated in the principles of love and truth. If we will make these principles of love to permeate our system, our psyche, our culture, we will build a more thriving, developed, and civilized country and continent. Peace. Thank you so much for watching our videos. Now, we need to spread this word, and we need to do it together. For that to happen, we need your help. Just 5 little steps that you could help us to spread the word. Number one thing we need you to do is to like the videos. Please go like this video right now. Number two, if you have not yet subscribed to our channel, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Number three, we need you to press and click on that notification bell. You see the bell? Go press on it. And number four, we need you to go comment. Write your comment, good or bad, just write what you feel. Number five, share on every platform. Share on Instagram, share on Facebook. Just share and spread the word. Thank you so much. All right, blessings.